Productions Market Theater, which we are now leaving, started leasing around 1991. And at that time, Paige and the arts were standing outside waiting for shows to start. So while the Seattle Aquarium had an idea to take the already chewed gum out of their mouths to get the wall. I mean, I guess it was going to say cool stuff. Others soon followed suit. By the end of 1995, this wall was covered in coins. But it was kind of pretty, like a mural. However, as to be expected to be in Seattle, someone must have come down here in the middle of the night trying to play up their student debts. Took all of the coins off the wall. Leaving the wall full of chewed gum so they're going to pay up here in the tours. Guys, this is disgusting. You've got to scrape the gum off the wall. So they did. They scraped the gum off the wall. Came back. They scraped the gum off the wall a second time. Came back. So they scraped the gum off the wall a third time. When it came back a third time, they gave it up and called it a tourist attraction. And now it's said to be the second funniest tourist attraction on the planet.
Blarney's done.
Blarney's done, exactly right. Nicely done, Zach.
That's right.
Right on, 5 points for Zach. But I hear that they sanitize the Blarney Stone, the Kissing Stone in Ireland about once a year. So I think you have to do this place on the planet. What?
Every time you miss it beforehand, they sanitize it before you miss it.
Oh, no way? Oh my gosh. I hear that the... Oh, I shouldn't say this. I'm on the tour. I was just gonna say, I hear that the natives used to, like, pee on it. Sure. That's a bad start to this tour. Do you guys like Italian food? Yeah. Cool, we're not gonna have any food. He's showing, right? Just some really great happy hours, small dishes. If you're wanting something, a cocktail and an appetizer, late at night. They're open super late, because apparently 2 a.m. is really late in Seattle. New York is a city that never sleeps. Seattle is a city that was a hard time staying in last week. Okay, shout it out. What do you guys want to see today? Because it can change our route. We can go wherever we want to go. I mean, yeah, we can. So you want to see the fish fly? Anything else? Original Starbucks, okay. Lots of food. Anything else? You're like, no, that's why it's for a tour. I don't want to block any businesses or sidewalks. I'm one of 15 children. I don't even know what privacy is, and that was how they joke. It's very real. You can't joke about something like that. So bring it in even closer, guys. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to Pike Place Market. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the tour. So before 1907, buyers never got to meet the producer. So they were struggling with their language barrier, and they realized that the only way that they could really make a profit was to work through middlemen, depending on warehouse owners. And these warehouse owners realized that they could bump the price of produce way up, leave the farmers nearly pennies, and make a huge profit. So in 1906, a pound of onions is only about 10 cents. But in 1907, a pound of onions is already about $1. That same year, you could go over to Nordstrom's, get a pair of nice leather shoes for $2. That rate today, you're talking like $25, $27 for a pound of onions. Not bad, right? Not bad if you're shopping at Whole Foods. Then on August 17th, 1907, 10 great farmers showed up to sell their produce and completely sold out. Thousands of buyers left unhappy. There wasn't enough to go around. The farmers that did get here early enough swarmed the stands, took all of the produce, leaving the farmers with buckets full of silver. The very next day, 75 farmers showed up. And today, about 550 craftspeople and farmers make Pike Place Market their home. This was huge. This was such a huge ordeal. And even the Seattle Times came out with an article to show the rest of the city just how popular this market was. Now, keep in mind, we're pretty creative here in Seattle. Public market is popular. That's riveting. I couldn't have said it better myself. Now that you know how creative we are, go ahead and take a wild guess as to why it's called Pike Place Market.
Pike Street.
Pike Street, exactly right, yeah. Maybe why we call it the corner market, so, because it's located
On the corner.
A little further in is the sanitary public market. We'll make our way through there later. Behind this lovely is the main arcade. I'm sure you saw it when you came in. And then over here is the economy market, where back in the day you could buy all of your economical goods and hail bread. So I'm going to stop running my mouth so we can get some fresh hot donuts. Let's do it. Yeah, they'll run all. What was the third Dark Knight Rises. My favorite line in that is where Bane is like, "Oh, I came to see your city bed," and Batman goes, "No, I came to stop you." Like, you couldn't have thought of anything better than that. Whenever I go into that voice, I think of that. She's like, I lost it. What are we talking about now? Okay, so let's circle around over here so we can bring everyone in. One big happy family. Like, oh my gosh, I get this too bad. Okay, cool. Everyone's been to Costco? Yeah? What do they do at Costco? You walk into the aisles, they hand out
Sample.
they're gonna see me giving you delicious food. They're gonna go, "That's for me." You're gonna go, "No, that's for me." So all you have to say is, "I'm sorry, we're on a private food tour." Okay? It's called the Costco effect. Now you've been warned. It'll happen more than you think, I promise. Okay. Sanitizer. We're gonna be reaching with the same bag of donuts, so I just want to make sure we're all nice and clean. All right, guys, hang tight. I'm gonna go get your donuts. I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay, grab a donut, pass them around. Don't stop at one. I don't know why you do that. There should be enough for everyone to have at least two. So maybe grab one, pass them around, and then they'll make a second round. Oh no! Or give her another one. You're trying the cinnamon sugar donuts. You can still... Okay, here's my thing. I don't think so, because you'll see tiles over here that are already like planted into the ground, but they're not inscribed. And I feel like you would have to inscribe them before you put them in, right? Yeah. So, I mean, unless they add on over to this side of the building, which there are tiles over there, not as much as over here, then I feel like you can't buy them anymore. I think there was a certain time span where you could buy them. Okay guys, I do have one rule on the tour. Don't throw anything away yourselves. You're on vacation. Let me do that. Can we continue on? Let's do it. Dozen maple? Yeah. 30 donuts a minute. Water. I don't need it. I'll let you sign. I guess.
Sapphires are like the most expensive trips in the world.
Senior housing. And the residents can contribute to this garden as volunteers planting produce and flowers. And at the end of the summer, all of the produce that's ready will go to the food bank here in the market. You guys can come out. If you want, you can sit down. You can venture over. There's chalk if you want to draw on the pig. Anyone can come out here, and I think it's a beautiful place to grab your lunch and come out because there's not a lot of seating in the market anyways. So now you know. Little spots. And a little bit about Market Spice, our next stop. They're the oldest business in the market. They started in 1911, but really got their kick in the 1960s when Ruby Rudalonis took over ownership. Ruby was known as the tea lady here at the market, but she had a deed. Anyone found out? She would have lost all business. Any guesses? Think bold, guys. Prostitute, did someone say that? A lady of the night. No, clever though, because the LaSalle Hotel behind you over here used to be a brothel, and when they sold it not as a brothel but as a hotel, and you can see where that would cause some confusion with the seamen coming in on their ships looking for a brothel. Some people think she was adding other herbs and spices. Clever, not true. This is going to sound really anticlimactic. Ruby hated tea. When you're known as the tea lady here at the market, you don't even like what you're selling, no one's going to buy it from you. But her husband was a pharmacist. He used essential oils to flavor medications. So one dark and stormy night, Ruby rushed down to her husband's apothecary and she took 3 essential oils to flavor a black tea that she herself would enjoy, and that way she wouldn't feel bad about selling it to her customers. And then it was so popular that it's now their best seller. It's called their Market Spice Tea. So hang tight, take photographs. You can go over by the ledge if you want. I'm just gonna go grab that tea. I'll be right back. Cute.
Oops.
Nice up here.
It is. This is
These little
precious.
tomatoes.
Put them out the backyard, pop them in there fresh. Fresh parsley.
I come here. This is wonderful.
See, that's the foods like right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a black tea, so it is caffeinated, but there's no sugar or honey or any type of sweetener except for those 3 oils. So it is sweet, but not because of sugar or
What
honey.
is this?
It's a black tea.
Tea, Beverly.
It's called Market Spice Tea, and there's 3 oils. You can probably just smell the first one.
Okay.
Tea.
Enjoy.
Black
And then
spice.
where are you at? There you go. You're welcome. Did you get one? Okay, great.
Delicious.
Very good.
Good, huh?
Yeah, excellent.
You like it? Yeah, and it's perfect. You know, it's a great
From New Orleans?
tea, and it's strong,
Yes, I am.
especially if you want something
went to
strong
school
for the
there
winter,
years
or it
ago.
makes a
Really?
great fresh
Loyola.
iced tea in
Well,
the summer.
okay.
But it's also good for people that don't like
Across
tea
from
because
Tulane,
it's so unlike any other tea.
I spent more time at
Isn't that
Tulane than I did Loyola.
He was cutting up.
Yeah.
Spiced tea. And then underneath it will say cinnamon orange. So you got cinnamon in there, and
I
this
love
is
it. I want
actually the oil that made this exchange between Ruby and her husband illegal. Because back in the day, you had to have your permit to use cinnamon because in its purest form, like the cinnamon oil, it can burn you.
Yeah.
So you had to be very careful with it. Mint is the same way. So you got cinnamon, orange, and cloves.
Just turned her into a tea lover.
No, but it turned her into a believer. A tea believer.
Under yours.
Cool. And then actually, let's come on over here because I have one more other thing for you guys to taste. So Market Spice is wonderful. Not only does it smell like heaven and potpourri had a baby, but but it's perfect for not just tea things, but you know, they have like a granulated honey, they have coffee, they have about 200 different spices for cooking with. They have cute little keepsafe jars, and they have about 150 different loose leaf teas. This is a loose leaf tea too. They just prepackage it because they sell out of it like crazy. One of the salts that they have is this applewood smoked salt. So here in Washington, lots of apples, right? So apple trees, applewood. And they take that applewood and they walk the smoke over the salt. And this is actually kind of acting as a preparation for our next stop. A palate preparation. Palate. So for lack of a better term, if you want to lick your tequila spots. Not in the tea. You don't want it in the tea. So it is pretty smoky and it's kind of strong. But I like it because I feel like there's a little bit of an aftertaste of like an apple or something that doles it out a little bit. And I don't know, I'm thinking cooking meat with like a pulled pork sandwich or salmon would be awesome, or like rimming a Bloody Mary. I don't know, I'm just throwing things out there. So, what do we think? No, I hated it.
I love
I'm not
it.
a smoky person, but I wanted to try it.
Okay, do you like smoked salmon?
No.
Are you gonna try it though?
I'm gonna try it.
Okay,
I'm
good.
gonna try
Okay,
it.
that's all I ask. That's all I ask. I didn't like salmon until I moved here, so I'm like I'm a believer. All right, guys. Tray. There is. Thank you. Any other empties? I can take for you guys.
You like that?
All right, guys. Let's see if we can catch sight of some flying fish. Are you filming all of this?
I'm gonna put it on Facebook.
No, don't you dare! Don't you dare put this on Facebook.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, so there's another tour group over here. So we're gonna kind of wait for them to pass. We'll go over here first. Okay, come on over. Are you cool with seeing fish fly first and then eating? Yep. Okay, great.
I want to see you catch the fish.
Not me. No. Someone else can catch the fish. Josh was drinking the last I'm your conscience today.
How are you, Jake?
God is releasing us for some reason.
Yeah.
Keep coming in, guys. We got to get this whole.
All right. Bring it in. Cool. While you're bringing it in, I'm going to talk at you. Do you know why they put fish? So back in the day, they were only making about 60 cents per pound of fish, and they were spending so much time running back and forth to package it to weigh it, but there was no guarantee that it was going to be correct, so they were spending so much time running back and forth. It wasn't worth it. They weren't making a profit. But it was a really busy day. The dad of the government now owns the fish stand. Back to plants. Okay, here we go.
How about a TT? How about a TT?
Yeah, so do I have anyone out of my group that wants to catch fish? Like me? Yeah! I will catch a fish. Awesome. Okay, so follow him up. Okay, so Jake, that's the guy in the hat. South Jake. Jake. He's gonna stand down here. Krista's gonna stand up there. Jake's gonna throw her a chunk salmon, which is like a really small cheap salmon that's a bottom of the barrel. He's gonna say T. How about a TT? And you're gonna repeat. How about a TT? And like I guys repeat. Like
Take a break after her, okay?
Oh, who kept sending them up?
I'm shutting the door. I'm the doorman. We gotta come and see that way.
You got a bag, Jack? You got a bag, Jack?
Bag it, Jackie.
How about a TT? How about a TT?
She caught it. She did a good job.
Drop it, I need to catch it. they put them on ice at the end. So they don't go to waste.
Thank you, thank you.
Good job!
I used to work in a market, but it was me.
Year ago, and I'm one of 15 children. She gets away for 5 minutes on the vacation, so she took her for a day and a half. Thinking about it. She wasn't paying attention. She was distracting everyone else. So she'll be back in there. And she's up there, and he's trying to teach her how to catch it. She's not really paying attention. Is it me ready? And she's like, yeah. She's up there. She's up there and coming in line. Here it comes. Dab in the face. Like, scales go everywhere. She turns around. She goes, you did that on purpose. Close your eyes. I go, Mom, close your eyes. You gotta do it again. She caught it barely, and we go home. We're drinking wine. We're eating dinner. She goes, that was she goes, you know, it's a good thing I got that face off a few weeks back. She shook me in the face. Good thing. I died. I was like, oh my God. So funny. Behind you is Rachel the pig. She is a brass piggy bank. Crystal, I know you're going. It's beautiful. Not the most to do there, maybe reason being why they have a big beauty contest. But Rachel is our biggest fundraiser in the market. She collects about $15,000 a year for the Food Bank, Medical Clinic, Child Center, Senior Center. Just last year, she broke her own record, making over $18,000. She's also a hero here in the market because in 2011, a taxi was stationed where this truck is. And a truck driver drove way too fast in the market, hitting the taxi. The taxi began flying into the fish stand. But Rachel, being the brilliant baby she is, assessed the situation. Grateful herself. Saving this portion of the market. So we sent her to the original artist to fix up her density. When she sent her back, she had a friend with her. I don't know if you guys have been down to Western Street to take the elevator stairs all the way down to the first floor. Rachel sits, or Billy is her cousin, and she sits up on her haunches in another bronze piggy bank collecting the same donations. We called up the artist. We're like, what's this about? Why? How many brass piggy banks do we need? And she was like, I don't know. I was just having so much fun. I decided to send you another one. So that's Rachel. It's also known to be good luck charm from top of her snout. And I know we're doing things kind of out of order, but now we're going to go back and get that smoked salmon. So let's do it.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent.
Good.
Right here. Yeah, they're not in a box.
Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, guys, welcome. And now for the history and eating portion. So let's bring it in even closer. Let's curve around this way a little bit as long as we don't block the hallway. Great. I guess you guys eat it. So this is their all-double smoked Alaskan king salmon. is a salt water brine, and this one is a brine of garlic, pepper, and brown sugar. And I'm only telling you this because it's like the freshest yogurt I've ever had, and it's creamy and delicious, and you gotta go. This is Frank's Quality Produce, our next stop, so let's bring it in a little bit, nice and close. Trucks are gonna be coming in and out of here. If you are a produce guru and you wanna check out the stand, go ahead and hop up. I'm just gonna go grab our fruit, I'll be right back. Friar plums, they're locals, and then cotton candy grapes. And these are really great because it was like a 5-year experiment to really get the taste right. But like the balance, but they actually tried to taste like cotton candy. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not bad. Maybe it's all psychological. I haven't figured it out. She didn't know anything that she really needed to know. And a gentleman that stand next to her was selling potatoes. Saw she was struggling, decided to help her out. We started teaching her English, taught her how to use a scale, how to cut correctly. And soon enough, she was able to operate on her own, and then worked here for 50 years, and now they're on their fourth generation. So Frank, son named Frank, son named Frank, son named Logan. Apparently his wife had a say in what they're going to name their child. She was like, Frank, you know more Franks. Although if I was Logan, he's like 10 now, I'd be really upset. I'd be like, how do you go from Frank to Logan? It's not even Italian. Like, how did she manage that? So we'll see if he grows up, changes his name, and takes him to produce. How's the fruit?
Good.
Great. Awesome. Come back. They're open until 6 tonight.
Okay,
Let me go return this, and then we'll keep going. The market spice is the first business. This is a salad that after, but it's the very first salad. So, you know, think back, way back. Everything is wood, concrete, or mud and dirt. Chickens and pigs are running all over the place. And when they want to install a creamery, they absolutely need a sanitary place to put it. So that's why they started sectioning off buildings and sanitary and other parts. This is Nancy's Creamery. Nancy and her husband, newlyweds, Nancy Debbie. She went on vacation for herself for a couple of weeks. When she came back, well, check this out. Turkish quail eggs and all of it. Like, duck eggs. It's great. When she came back, $40,000 worth of the company and lost her husband for life. What am I going to do? I have $40,000 in debt. I have to close down my creamery. I'm going to have to find like 3 jobs now. And everyone else here at the market said, Nancy, hang on, okay? I know this is, this is a crisis for you, but stay here. We'll support you. You're a smart lady. You'll be able to raise that $40,000 back. And sure enough, within 2 years, she raised that $40,000 back. And then she legally changed her name to Nancy Nicholas. And then here on your right is choice produce and peppers. Every time we get these, I always like extend it. If you come back and you're like, do I want a yellow peach, a yellow nectarine? What's the difference, really? My personal favorites are a white nectarine and a yellow peach. The white nectarines are really sweet and subtle. And then before that comes right out, I love this red and purple one. And they make a beautiful decoration in video. Okay, let's go. Peppers. And then remember me telling you about those 5 free chocolate truffles
Huh?
at the beginning of the tour? Okay, so after the tour, because you're going to be starving, come back and go into Made in Washington right here. And you show them your VIP card, and they'll make a little initial so you can't keep coming back getting 5 free chocolate truffles. And then they'll be like, okay, go ahead in the back and choose 5. And you choose 5 chocolate truffles. Easy, right? And that's a great place to go to if you're like, I need to buy my friends or family souvenirs and I don't really know where to go. What am I doing with my life? You can just go in there. They have a ton of stuff from all over the market just in that little store. And you know what? I'll bring it over to your Calm down. Pike Place Chowder on your right. You're passing right now is our next stop. But if it's kind of crowded over there, give it like, so come over here, hang out in the shade if you want, as long as I just ask that we leave some walking room for other pedestrians. So let's see, we're trying 2 different chowders today. The first one is the new pink that has clams and bacon, and the second one is the seafood bisque, which is a crab base, and then it has shrimp, lobster, and salmon. So if you don't eat dairy or gluten, a little late for that one, or you have an allergy to shellfish, or you don't eat shrimp, or you just don't want seafood, I can do a chicken and corn, I can do a vegan, I can do a Manhattan, which is a tomato base. This is one place that I can make it custom, so, you know, let me get you what you want to get. So I'll come around and take orders and let me know if you just want the 2 traditional or if you want something different. Guys, get it together, come on. You guys enjoying the tour? Yeah! Alright.
Good.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Little theater action there for you. Dinner and a show. Okay, so those will be out in just a minute. Pike Place Chowder started out as a Charleston Street Cafe over in West Seattle. They weren't just a chowder place, but that's what everyone kept coming back for. They said, guys, this is amazing. This is chowder, this world. It's the best chowder I've ever had. You have to start going to competitions. So they started going to all these different competitions along the West Coast because it was more convenient. And they said, we just keep winning and winning and winning. Is it really that easy? Oh, wait a second. We're on the West Coast. Chowder's an East Coast thing. We got to go over to the East Coast to know that we have the best chowder. So in 2000, they took their New England clam chowder over to Rhode Island's Chowder Cook-Off. What do you think happened?
They won.
They won! I'm just over here like some second place clam chowder. They won first place the very next year. Same chowder, same place. What do you think happened?
They won.
They won again. The third year, same chowder, same place. What do you think happened?
They won.
The fourth year, same chowder, same place. What do you think happened?
They won?
Disqualified.
Oh, no.
Apparently, you can only win first place 3 years in a row before you put in the Chowder Hall of Fame. But only 2 places are in it, Pike Place Chowder and the Black Pearl. Anyone been there? It's located in Newport, Rhode Island, where the competition takes place. So they came back, they worked on some more recipes, and in 2006, they took their seafood bisque over the same competition. They won. So we're trying both of these award-winning chowders today, and I'm gonna go get this for you guys. I'll be right back. And just, again, the white is the New England, and has bacon and clams. And the pink is a seafood bisque, the one they won in 2006. Has a crab base, lobster. How about a hot day? So that's Rachel's ginger beer. Don't leave the tour. I'm gonna take a chance at telling you about Cinnamon Works. Right behind you. Sticky buns, cinnamon rolls, great gluten-free options, and their vegan muffins. You're not supposed to. Their vegan muffins are better than the regular ones. Like it's incredible. It's like buttery without the butter. It's great. And this is actually if you want to get a cup of coffee later, this is where I always come for my coffee. They bring it in from Vashon Island. It's really fresh. So we're gonna cross the street and go inside. Our next stop is Checker Chickpeas. Raise your hand if you like milk chocolate. Raise your hand if you're a dark chocolate fan.
Any chocolate.
I could make the tables of our dried cherries by themselves or milk chocolate covered or dark chocolate covered. Okay, everyone turn their body more and scoot back your cherries like that. Okay, I know. Even further.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that room back there. I see. You can curve around a little bit if you want to. All right, there you go. Great. Okay, even further, turn your body. Turn around, go back. All right, good. All right, great. Let's go here. This way. Okay, and then everyone put your hand on your hip. Check your cherries. Okay, I can't go here.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's awesome.
I'm sure we can order.
Yeah, you can order.
Enjoy the mix.
Even though we have to leave it, I want
Buy it now or what?
we've finished with this.
Okay.
What's my favorite is the Cabernet. I found out dark chocolate. We're gonna head on over. Go meet your handmade cheese. We got a couple things for you there. Also on your right hand. Biscuit, which is kind of like a cookie to make your crust, and it's better for you, and it's delicious. It's really great. You go back and try the dark chocolate mochaccino or the raspberry white chocolate. What'd you say?
That's what everything's great.
You're not. I'm not bored. I just had to announce that I'm not bored. I am not falling asleep. Okay, good. So come on up here. Most of their cheese that they do make in-house, as well as their crackers, and they actually store the cheese in these things. So this is probably one of their first-ish batches of the day. And what they do is they pour altered milk in one of these vats and then zap it. So they pasteurize it to get rid of any potentially harmful bacteria, and then they'll add culture. You want jack cheese, you add jack culture. You want Gruyere cheese, you add Gruyere culture. You want vintage cheese, you just go to Capitol Hill, grab a hipster, throw them in, boom, vintage cheese. And then they strain all of the whey and the protein out, and that will give you these big cheese loaves. And when they cut those up into tiny little pieces, they'll give you some cheese birds, squeaky cheese, like the cheese on the French fry, just poutine. So in the summertime, you see kids with their faces watching them make the cheese. I mean, I guess you could say it creates quite the curbside attraction. Have I done grading on you yet?
It's a meat.
Barbara, just let me know if you have our T-bird interviews already, because I really don't want to screen them all. Okay, so now you've kind of seen the back room. Let's head on over to the front. Try some cheese. And if you're walking through the market later or another day this week, I really like that cheese, but I kind of want to try something else. Sometimes if you go in all the way at the back, they have little samplings of cheese and crackers, and you can pair them. Okay, come on over. Oh, sorry.
Surrounded.
Gotcha. right, come on in. All right, great. Do I have any nut allergies?
Yeah.
What kind?
Tree nuts.
So a hazelnut is bad?
Yes.
What, is it even if it touches?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Is there anything that's not on a cracker? Okay. And it has to be like not touching.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
These are just like fun.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'll have that out in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a flagship cheddar cheese on a honey hazelnut cracker, and both are made in-house, and this cheese is aged about 18 months. I'll get you. And it's basically it's like a fluffy dough, and then you put whatever inside. And for today, I believe we're having a beef and cheddar, and then we're also having an apple cinnamon on the sweet side. And they're great. So let me go grab those for you guys. I'll be right back. Any questions before I go? Cool. It looks like a beef and maybe it's a beef and onion. It looks like some caramelized onion on top.
Which one is that?
So I need
This one? All right.
I've never seen it before. white, red, and yellow truck. It's right behind there. But it was originally kind of this rundown hotel building, and the two guys that started it were colleagues. What they had in common was they loved the book Moby Dick. And they said, well, let's refer back to the book to name our company. Great, okay, let's think. Oh, hey, what about naming it after the ship? That's a good idea, right? Someone said Pequot. No one's gonna want a nice sentence with Pequot. Is it okay? Well, what about naming it after the first mate because it loved coffee? What do you think about that? Great. We'll name it Starbucks. That's how they got the name Starbucks. So you're thinking it's the second location, right? Okay. The third time's a charm. It's got to or the second location or the first. I just got done telling you we can only have originals on here in the market. So what's that about? Well, they do use the original logo, which we've since had to make some changes to. It wasn't the most family friendly. She had really big back problems, huge lung capacity. So we gave her a bit of a reduction, and we removed her belly button. Scandalous. You guys have a belly button, get that checked out. I already got mine removed. And then just lowered her body down so you could only see about half of her body. She's a siren because sirens have two tails and mermaids have one. This location also holds most of the original equipment, and it's also the very first Starbucks to brew a cup of coffee. Before that, they were just coffee roasters. So a man by the name of Schultz was helping these two original owners out, and he went over to Italy and saw that Italy had cafes, and he was just wowed. He goes, "Oh my gosh, I've never seen a cafe before where you can just walk in, pay for a cup of coffee, sit down, read your newspaper like you're in your living room. This is great." So he comes back, he says, "Guys, I have an awesome idea. We're gonna make millions. Hear me out. I think we should make Starbucks a cafe." Right? Isn't that a great idea? And they said, "I don't know. She was like, really don't see that working. If you think it will work, you can buy our company for $3.7 million. So we did. So he's done pretty well for himself. Starbucks, there were only about 12 when he purchased it. Now there are about 18,000. And just in Seattle, there are about 123. This Starbucks in particular doesn't have any food or pastries. They have to stick to their origins as much as possible. So now we know the story of Starbucks. Okay, next stop, last stop. Shall we? Let's do it. There were plans to abolish this farmer's market in 1963. And you have to keep in mind that it didn't look or function the way that it does today. Like, it's in pretty good shape right now. They wanted to replace it with a parking garage and a hockey rink. And Victor Steinberg stepped up, and he was a self-taught architect, and he didn't design the Space Needle, but it was his idea to put that curve in the Space Needle. So he's a really smart guy, and he felt really passionately about the market, and he said, "Hang on a second, let me get this straight. You want to abolish the place where people come from all over the world to see? I mean, I know it's not in the best condition right now, but you know, it goes through cycles, and it's going to keep going through cycles, and you have to let it cycle. You have to let it take its run and take its path." And so he created Friends of the Market, and they petitioned, they fundraised, they protested. And finally, in 1971, we were granted historic district status to the market. And they came to him and they go, "Victor, you know, you're right. You're such an icon here in the market. You're a hero, really. And in your honor, we would love to name this park after you. We'd love to name it Steinberg Park." And he goes, "No, I don't want that." I said, "Okay." And then he died, and they did. So this is Steinberg Park. He also tried to save the Hooters building over here, which was a really beautiful looking brown brick building. It was great. Unfortunately, they did end up tearing it down, but Cutter's is great. And let's see, Tom Douglas is, like I said, our Seattle celebrity chef. He's a Delaware native, right out of high school. He road trip over the West Coast, and they stopped here. They didn't go any further. He said, "Wait a second, this is where I'm meant to be. How can I make it here?" But he didn't have any professional culinary training at the time. He knew he'd have to start at the bottom to make it. So Ed is over here with originally Cafe Sport. That's where he started out as a park cook. Market asking what's seasonal, what's organic, what's local, what should I pair this with, what would you marinate that in? He gained all this really great knowledge that was necessary for him to build his way up, and now he owns about 15 different restaurants. His first is the Dahlia Lounge on Bridget and 4th. Edda's is actually his second, named after his daughter Loretta. But what I love about Tom Douglas is he doesn't just do seafood. He doesn't just do what you would think of when you think of Seattle. He does Asian fusion, and he takes his own spin on it, and they grow all their own vegetables. And he does Italian. You can go to Cuoco. He does just beer and like bar food over at Brave Horse Tavern. He does pizza. He does biscuits. All of this really great food, and it's so wonderful and fresh in its own way. So we are going to be having some Dungeness crab cakes from Edda's. Any questions before I go grab those? Bring it on. I'll be right back. Would you like turner? Okay, go ahead.